Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're having a great day. Today's Monday. We obviously closed the week for Bitcoin last night and we finished it in the green, so it's a good thing. We got some stories on Bitcoin as far as three indicators that could take us up higher going into October, November, December. And then we also have a story on Visa. We have a story on El Salvador. And we have a tweet from Clemente that we'll talk about here. So let's get into the stories here. So first story obviously is Bitcoin history repeating. Three indicators suggest October will reignite the BTC bull market. So October in the flagship cryptocurrency has closed October in profit 7 out of the 9 times since 2013, raising hopes that it will be able to log a fractal bull run in the next 31 days. So Bybit data shows that Bitcoin has closed October in profit the majority of the time since 2013 with a success rate of over 77%. Last year, the cryptocurrency surged by 28% to reach levels above 13,500 after finishing September at around 10,800 following an approximate 7.5 decline. So just think about that. Last year, around this time, we were at 13,500. We are now with Bitcoin at 47,000. That's a huge increase that we've seen in Bitcoin, obviously, in just the last 12 months. So we got nothing to complain about here. Especially if we continue to go up here. I think a lot of people are going to be happy with it, including myself. I do own Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies, and I have a video on my portfolio. You guys can take a look at that if you want. But this is great. Obviously, we've seen a huge increase in it. And then if we look at the chart here that they provided with us, the graphic, I mean, you can see October here for the most part. Let's see if we can zoom in on this. Yep, there we go. So October, you got obviously in 2021 was green, 2020 was green, 2019 is looking green. And then obviously 2018 we had a red, 2017 was green, 2016 green, 2015 green, 2014 was red. But all those other years, I mean, we've seen a green October, and we're seeing a lot of also Novembers that are green. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 8, which is a good possibility that we're going to see another great November coming up as well. And then December's kind of mixed right now. December is basically 4 for 4. So we'll have to see how December ends up right now. But overall, good to see that the pattern is at least green for now. So let's continue on. So similarly, Bitcoin climbed higher by over 10% by the end of October 2019, despite plunging by around 14% the previous month. They made September look like a sell-off month for traders with its record of logging losses 7 out of 9 times since 2013. The October fractal surfaces despite alarming signals in the form of China's intensifying crackdown on, and the United States' tougher regulatory stance on the crypto sector. So even, I think the China FUD was actually really good for Bitcoin, especially with the miners getting out and them banning it there. They want to ban it, that's fine. They pretty much lived in a walled-in garden as it is with the internet and the Great Firewall of China. So let them live their own little lives there. Federal Reserve limiting its $120 billion a month bond purchasing program later this year appears to have been limiting Bitcoin's upside outlook. The loose monetary policy combined with the U.S. central bank's near zero interest rates was instrumental in pumping Bitcoin's price from below 4,000 in March 2020 to almost 65,000 by April 2021. Right? Fear of inflation, money pumping like crazy. We've seen a 24-30% increase in the supply of money just in the last year and a half or so. But despite the short-term setbacks, a flurry of key indicators reveal that investors still want exposure in the booming cryptocurrency space. So institutional inflows. So crypto data tracking service Crypto Compare noted in its report that volumes associated with digital asset investment products rose 9.6% in September. Meanwhile, the weekly product inflows rose to 69.7 million, the highest since May of 2021, which is great to see. Bitcoin-based products saw the highest level of inflows out of any asset, averaging 31.2 million per week. Crypto Compare wrote, adding that there could be upside going into the last quarter of 2021. So another positive bullish sign here. So obviously we see here that Bitcoin had the most inflows, followed by Solana, Ethereum, Cardano, Litecoin, Ripple, Polkadot, and others. So I do own Bitcoin. I don't own any Solana. I do own Ethereum, Cardano, Litecoin. I don't own Ripple or Polkadot. The 20-weekly EMA fractal, as Cointelegraph covered earlier, a drop below the 21 EMA increased Bitcoin's probability to continue falling by 78% on September 27th. The cryptocurrency fell below the green wave as shown in the chart below, but reclaimed it as a support while entering the October session. So yeah, we saw here that we were obviously falling below it, but we wicked back above it, obviously with the price increasing nicely on Friday and then over the weekend as well. So we're above that green line, which is good to see. We want to maintain staying above it for as long as we can, obviously, in order for this bull run to continue on. So we'll have to see how this week turns out. Let's take a look here. A move above the 20-week EMA, accompanied by rising volumes, has historically led to explosive Bitcoin bull runs. Great, that's bullish. As a result, if the fractals repeat, BTC price may head toward a new record high in the weeks ahead. So record high would be above, 62, 63,000 that we reached prior to that. So we could be going up to 100,000. Another technical indicator that has been predicting a bullish outcome for Bitcoin is the bull pennant. In detail, BTC's price has been consolidating inside two converging trend lines following its 500+% rally. Traditional analysts view these lateral moves as a sign of bullish continuation. In doing so, they anticipate that the price will break above the pattern's upward trend line and rise by as much as the length of the previous uptrend called the flagpole. So we could rise as much from here, let me see here. So we were at around, 10,000, 9,000 or so, all the way up to, we were at 62,000 roughly. So if we go up another 52,000 from here, we're looking at close to, $100,000, which is going to be huge. And as a result, Bitcoin's path of least resistance appears to be to the upside, with the potential breakout move looking to send its price towards 100,000. The flagpole's height is roughly 50,000, so we could be going up to $100,000 plus in the next couple months. Exciting as always. It's never a dull moment with Bitcoin. Okay, next story. El Salvador introduces fuel subsidy of 20 cents per gallon to locals who pay in BTC. So we're starting to see where governments are starting to push adoption more and more and giving people incentives. One of the reasons might be because the price of Bitcoin appreciates, so they can possibly do these types of things. This is just my own speculation here. So El Salvador is looking to bolster adoption of its government-issued Chivo Bitcoin wallet by offering discounts on petrol purchases of 20 cents per gallon to customers who pay using BTC. Describing the news as positive news for the pockets of Salvadorians, the president announced that the subsidy via Twitter on Thursday. According to a rough translation, Bucco stated, the state company Chivo negotiated with the largest gas station companies in our country so that starting tomorrow, their stations will sell each gallon of fuel 20% cheaper with Chivo wallet, which is great news, obviously, for the people of El Salvador if they can save it. Obviously, if they have to pay it back in taxes or another way, it's kind of a wash. But if they can actually save on it, I think that's a good thing. Bucco emphasized that there is no limit to the discount that any local person or company can access the rebate. He added that the discount will erase several increases in the international price of fuels and reduce transportation costs and supply chain. However, some El Salvadorans appear unconvinced. The subsidy ultimately benefits the public, with Twitter user Aiden340 responding, "Those 20 cents will come from all of us, right? The gas station does not lose. There goes the refund after paid, with the taxes of even those who walk on foot," right? So that's kind of the cynical view of it. Alongside the news, Buck also revealed that he has authorized a fund intended to stabilize the domestic price of liquefied gas. The president asserted that while the international market had planned a $1.17 rise in the price of 25-pound cylinders of liquefied gas, Salvadoran locals will experience a slight reduction in cost. He added that the government will absorb the increase for 1 year only, noting any reduction in global prices will also be passed on to the customers during the period. So good news for El Salvadorians, obviously. We'll have to see what happens with it all, but any good news where people can save a lot of money is always good news. And bolstering the adoption of Bitcoin is, in my opinion, bullish. Next story we have is Visa's new payment system will accept everything from Bitcoin to dollars. So this could be there's other companies working on this as well, but this could be obviously a good thing for the crypto space, along with kind of a bullish sign here of where we're going. So Visa is proposing a solution to the crypto interoperability problem. When Bitcoin launched in 2009, it promised to work as an intermediary free digital payment. Today, there are over 12,000 types of cryptocurrencies, disrupting all kinds of industries from supply chains to fast and cheap digital payments. So where does that leave payment processors like Visa? Well, if Visa has anything to do about it, it'll continue to be right in the middle of it all. So Visa processes cross-chain payment system. This week, Visa released plans for a universal payment channel, which it says acts like a hub, interconnecting multiple blockchain networks and allowing for secure transfers of digital currencies. So that's going to be obviously huge. If you can have, a wallet where you have everything that you want to have in there, all the coins, and you have a way to pay for things and services, regardless of which coin you're using, that's going to be huge. So Visa's research team believes the channel, which is currently a work in progress, could solve the interoperability challenges faced by many cryptocurrencies. Here's what that means. Right now, many blockchain ledgers operate in silos, unable to transact with one another. For example, if you wanted to spend Bitcoin on an application that's built on the Ethereum network, it would be difficult. Interoperability would solve this problem. So cryptocurrencies like Polkadot, Avalanche, Cosmos, and Polygon also operate in the space. They have different solutions, and it isn't clear whether one or several will emerge as the main interoperability provider. All right. So we do have obviously coins out there that are working on this as well. Let me see here. Where else was there? So what does it mean for the crypto investor? Well, with Visa has constantly worked to carve a space for itself in the crypto world, from partnering with cryptocurrency exchanges to offer Visa debit cards that earn crypto rewards, to settle the first crypto-only payment. Its latest universal payment channel shows it wants to maintain its pole position, whether that involves working with GovCoins or existing cryptocurrencies. Its research suggests that it's only a question of time before GovCoins become the norm, which could put a dent in the long-term prospects of pure payments like Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash. If you're a fan of interoperability coins, it's good to remember that Visa may be moving into the space. It is easy to focus only on competition from other cryptocurrencies, but businesses can use blockchain technology too, which is what we want. We want other businesses to get into it as well, start accepting, start transacting, and all that. So this is all great news. No, excuse me. And then finally, we have a tweet here from Will Clement. Long-term hodler supply shock has reached all-time highs. Each time the metric has reached the upper bound of the highlighted green range, we've seen major price appreciation over the coming months. So buckle up. So here's a chart here that we're looking at here. The green bound is the long-term hodler supply. So as this goes up, obviously we see a price as well increase in Bitcoin. So it looks like we might be heading for a lot higher price of Bitcoin and other coins as well in the coming months. So just another indicator of where things are going as far as Bitcoin supply chain is concerned, how many people are hodling, how many people are investing in it, how many are holding on to it, and where obviously it's going to go in the next couple months. So another indicator that's showing us that this is a bullish trend that we're seeing here right now. Obviously October, November, December are usually bullish, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. But right now, based on the stories that we're seeing, I think we're going to go to 100,000 possibly this year, if not higher. So that's all I got for you guys as far as stories go. Let me know as far as the three indicators, whether you believe in those, whether those are going to come true for Bitcoin, and we're going to go up higher from here. Also, obviously, it's great news to see El Salvador saving some money and also fueling adoption. Fueling adoption and saving money on fuel. And then we also have, obviously, Visa's payment interoperability that's what they're working on. So all good things here. So why don't we get into the charts here really quick, and then we'll close it off. So let's take a look at Bitcoin here. So Bitcoin obviously is at $47,605 right now. It is above our support now, which is 47,000. It looks like it kind of came down to it, came close to touching it, but it wicked back up above it. We had the weekly close here on Bitcoin with a green candle, which is good. Last time we had a red to a green. We went up higher. We went from, where did we end up from? We went from 31,000 all the way up to 51,000 roughly. So we went up to almost 20,000. We could see another run like that going up here. So we have to keep an eye on it. Obviously RSI is looking good. Volume is at right now. Last week we had 78,000 Bitcoin looks like traded. So that's looking good. Let's go back to the daily chart here and see what things are going on. So obviously we had the nice 3 days of Bitcoin going up from Friday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then we've been kind of trading October 4th. Yeah, Friday we had a nice run up. So we'll have to keep an eye on it as well. Ethereum is right now trading. It's kind of trading at that support level, which is at 3,300 It is now below it a little bit. It was up higher. It seems like everything is red right now in the crypto space, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. RSI is looking good. Volume is looking like it's going down, so that's not a good sign. We want to see volume heading up, which is why it's probably causing price to go down a little bit. I think people are just taking profits. We've had a nice increase in price. I think if we look at it here really quick, we were within the last 5 days, we went from 2,780 up to a high of 3,485. So that's a 25% increase. I think people are just taking profits right now. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Cardano is trading between our supports here and resistance. Looks like resistance right now is at $2.26 and our support is at $2.13. You can see that the volume is going down, which is obviously leading everybody else to go down. We have had a nice increase here in the last couple of days, so profit taken in as well. Hedera has seen a nice last 5 days of increases over the time span here. It is still above the 200-day, 50, and 20-day moving averages, which is good to see. And RSI is obviously looking good, and the volume is going down, so we're having a little sell-off here as well. Litecoin has just had a nice move here for the last 5 days. We went up. Where did we go up? We went up almost 25%, so the same thing with Ethereum, and we're having a little pullback here, so I think that's normal, healthy. Little pullback before we continue moving up higher. Dogecoin had a nice couple days rally here, but then it's been trading kind of flat a little bit. It's been bouncing off of the, what is that? Is that the 200-day moving average? Yeah. So 200-day moving average right now is kind of the resistance. We have to get above it in order to continue going up higher. By my looks, Stellar is also trading above right now the 20-day and below the 50-day moving averages. Here's our support line that we had here, or resistance line. We'll make this a little bit longer. Oh, why isn't that working? We'll make this a little bit longer. So there's our right now resistance line that we have for Stellar. We'll have to see if we can break above it. Went above it a little bit, but obviously went below it, so that's not always a good sign. Then what do we got here? Sia Coin. Not too many of you guys are investing in Sia Coin. Solana had a nice 5-day rally here, going up higher in the last couple of days. We obviously broke through our wedge here that we were forming here, you can see, which is obviously fueling the rise here, and volumes have obviously gone down. So we can get rid of this wedge here because that's no longer needed. We broke through it. Now we just need to continue the uptrend up higher. So Solana might reach $200 maybe this month or early next month. And let's take a look at the mining stocks really quick here, see what they're doing pre-market. So Hive is down, is actually up 8 cents, 2%, roughly 3% up. Bitfarms is down 5 cents to 4.98 pre-market. HUD is down 1 cent to 9.02. Mara is down 20 cents to 32.97, and Riot is down 11 cents to 25.99. I have done a video on Hive, 2 videos actually. One yesterday where I updated the results for the latest quarter, which was their Q1 results, and then today I updated those results with my latest spreadsheet to calculate as far as what they're possibly going to be earning going forward, which I think is a lot more accurate. So if you want to check those out, those will be available as well. Other than that, I think it's a good day Monday. We're having a little pullback, which is normal, which isn't bad. And then we just have a lot of good stuff coming out for Bitcoin and where it's going into the future. So buckle up. I think October, November, December are going to be exciting months. We're going to see possibly new all-time highs. And we'll just have to keep an eye on everything as well as it goes. And then we may also continue on into 2022, which we don't know yet. We'll have to see how things go. That's all I got for you guys. Have a great day. Enjoy the day. It's obviously October, so we're heading into the fall here. And then we're going to be obviously getting into winter, which is the doldrums. So have a great day. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.